Welcome to the channel, everyone. Well, got the frame blasted today. Pretty nice out. I think it was like 40 something. So finally got the car swapped out, frame off the hoist. Rolled it outside. Used my cheap Clarky or Clark, whatever it is. I'm not sure where I even got that, but I've had it for a very long time. 20 gallon pressure blaster. It works surprisingly well. I use sand. We have really fine sand here in Wisconsin. When it dries up, I grab some of it. It's free. I know sand, I don't think sand isn't really good for you for blasting. You can get that, forget that silica sand. There's some disease that can kill you. I wear a hood and I also wear a respirator, so I don't get nothing in my lungs when I do that. But that's what I do. I don't do a lot of blasting. It's just yeah, I don't do a lot of it anyway. But you can see it. My frame is cleaned up pretty darn good. I know back here, the back of the frame was a little more rusty than the front. But it's still pretty good. I might use like a rust converter on some of this. I got some Eastwood stuff that's supposed to, I don't know what they call it, etching stuff or something. So I might wipe a little bit of that on the inside of the frame, on the rear there. Not sure the front needs it. This rear there was like no bed on it, I think, for a long time. So it got kind of got exposed to the elements. There's no pitting. There's no pitting on here. So it's not that bad. But I'd just rather not paint over rust. Yeah, you can see over here, it's got a little more rust in there. But it was really hard to see with my blaster. The sun was, I don't know, must have been in the right direction to really mess me up, but it was really hard to see. But yeah, there's some factory paint still on this thing, but I'm just gonna leave that. I mean, if it survived the blaster, then you know, it's gonna be, it'll be good primer under my primer. So this is, it's pretty well done. I forgot I got to do a little bit of welding on my brace there, my steering brace, and then I forgot about the cracked body mount. I got to grind this out and then grind it out a little bit there. You can see the crack. So I'm going to clean that up, grind that crack out, throw some more weld on that, and then we should be ready to start tearing this thing down. So I'll swap the car again. We'll get it on the hoist and I'll tear this down and get it ready for paint or primer and paint. I might just epoxy this. Okay, so after another musical cars here, got the frame back on the hoist, and now I'm going to pull the axles. I'm going to pull the leaf springs and the axles together. because I don't need to roll this frame out anymore. It's pretty much ready for paint. It's going to get painted right here, hopefully in the next week. So I'm going to pull these axles off. I'm going to just pull the bolts. I'll do the front here, then we'll do the rear, and we'll get them out of the way. Then I gotta do a little bit of underside prepping because I couldn't get to it with the sandblast. I didn't want to lay on my back, so a little bit of prep there. But I'm gonna pull these axles out. I'll do these two front leaf spring bolts first. This one's loose, not even tight. And I need a different. That one just fell out. I don't know, they said this truck run down the road when I bought it, but there's so many loose bolts that I feel like it was almost thrown back together. That's what it seems like. So we'll go after them back bolts. There's two different size bolts. That's not the right bolt. That is not a factory bolt. It's like nothing's seized up. Because I think, like I said, I have a feeling somebody threw this together. Okay, so next we're going to get rid of these shackle hangers here. These are all coming apart really nice. I don't know if it's because they've been apart or if being a Montana truck or Colorado truck, whatever it was, yeah, there's no washer on that bolt, so I'd say it probably was apart at one time. This truck might have had a restoration at one time, I'm not sure. But we're going to get rid of these. We're going to get rid of these weak. These ones are bent. We're going to get rid of these. We're going to get rid of actually the whole shackle hanger. We're going to put something on there a lot heavier. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the rear. Front went real quick and easy. This one's got me worried a little bit because there's no nut on this one. And it's like someone couldn't get this out, this bolt out. So we'll see what happens here. Yep. Bolt seized into the bushing. Well, this could be fun. Well, the rear's not seized. I think I'm going to go over and do the other side, see what we got there. Okay, so we only got one stubborn bolt. That's this one here. I'm going to try to do some heating and see if we can't break this loose before I start having to try to cut this thing out. tell you what, guys, if you haven't invested in one of these grinders, this is an Aircat, the more expensive one. They have less expensive ones, but I would highly recommend this one. It can cut. You'd be surprised what this thing can cut, because it's got a really long neck on it. A nice big cutoff wheel goes in there. I just went up in there and cut the bolt on both sides, and she popped right off. So yeah, like I said, if you guys haven't invested in one of those and you plan on doing restoration work, I would get one. Alright, should pop right off once I pop these bushings out. And there it is, guys. Strip down. Axles, I don't need the leaf springs because I've got a lift kit for this thing. So all I need is the axles. I gotta take those leaf springs off. But right now I'm concentrated. I'm trying to get this painted so we can start going the other way. I've got one more upgrade, probably be the next video. I've got a heavy duty hanger and shackle from Off-Road Design. So it's probably be the next video. I think I'm gonna end this one. I'm gonna run to town. I was gonna spray this with some black epoxy and then like a satin clear coat on it to kind of give it that factory look. I'm gonna see what PPG has for like a chassis saver or a chassis paint, and I might do that if they have something. We'll see here, but I'll let you know. I'll probably be doing a painting video after I get that shackle fitted. So stay tuned, guys. We're getting things done slowly but surely. I'll see you guys.